Budgeting does not have to be overcomplicating or stressful. It's actually supposed to make you feel empowered. Hi, my name is Jazz. Welcome to my channel where I talk about all things money management to living your best life without needing a fortune to do it. It's all about equipping you with knowledge so that you can apply it to your everyday life. In the last video, I was using a different microphone, but it's just been giving me such a hard time, and I really hope that this one is good enough, but if it's not, I am so sorry. Anyways, let's get into how to manage your money like the top 1%. And I'm going to teach you how to do so by using the simple budget method called the 60-30-10 rule. Put in the work, follow through, and I can guarantee you that this money management strategy will help you to save consistently while also giving you the freedom to use your money on what you need and also what you want. I'm going to break down what the 60-30-10 budget rule actually is, how it compares to other budget rules, and how you can make it work for you. With this money rule, you are allocating your after-tax income, which is also known as your net income, into 3 simple categories. The first 60% is going towards your fixed expenses, needs, and essentials. It's all but not limited to your housing, utilities, phone bill, car, groceries, and more. The 30% is going towards your personal spendings, such as dining out, hobbies, entertainment, subscriptions, etc. And then the last 10% is for your savings and investments. You can also use this 10% category to pay extra towards your debt payments. Personally though, I include all debt payments, whether that be minimum or extra, into my fixed expenses category. Unlike more aggressive budgeting strategies, this 60-30-10 personal finance rule actually allows you to enjoy your hardworking money without neglecting your long-term finance goals. How does this budgeting rule compare to other ones? You may or may not heard of the 70-20-10 and the 50-30-20. These money rules are very well known and commonly used. All of the categories are the same for the 50-30-20 and the 70-20-10, but of course it's just the percentages that are different. So again, your 3 categories are your fixed expenses and necessities, your personal spendings, and your savings and investments. Each money rule has its own advantages and disadvantages, and they're also best suited for different types of people. Starting with the 50-30-20, an advantage, it is a well-balanced allocation of your net income, and it allows you to build your savings and investments a lot faster. But a disadvantage is that it might be tight if your cost of living is pretty high, or if you have a big family and you spend a lot of money on childcare or groceries. 50-30-20 is best suited for people who don't have much fixed expenses, and for earners who want to save and invest more aggressively. For each money rule, I'm not going to cover every single advantage, disadvantage, and who it's best suited for in this video. I did put all of that information in my article, so I will link that down below. An advantage of the 70-20-10 is that it offers more room for your bills and necessities. So if your cost of living is pretty high or you have a lot of debt to pay toward, this rule is perfect for you. Unfortunately though, you will be a bit more limited on savings and personal spendings when using this money rule. But if you're not a big spender anyways, or you already have a good amount of savings and investments, then I guess it doesn't really matter. So the 70-20-10 money rule will be great for you. Now onto the 60-30-10 advantages, disadvantages, and who it's best suited for. Again, this is my favorite because it is a in-between of the 50-30-20 and the 70-20-10. It offers more room and flexibility than the 50-30-20. It also offers you more freedom to enjoy your money than the 70-20-10 budget rule. The 60-30-10 may not be a well-rounded balance, but I would say it is a comfortable allocation towards all of the categories. A disadvantage similar to the 70-20-10 is that this money rule also doesn't allow you to save and invest aggressively. This is best suited for people who have a medium to high cost of living and who have already contributed a good amount towards their savings and investment. Each method has its own strengths and weaknesses, but ultimately you know your own finances, spending habits, and financial goals. So choose whichever money method best aligns with all of the above. And if you need help doing so, send me an email at services@lovejazzjoy.com. I am a personal finance coach, so I can assist with creating an effective budget plan for you. Expect a reply from me through email with an onboarding questionnaire. Okay, now back to the money rules. How do you make any one of the budget methods work for you? The answer is just knowing that these money methods are simply a foundation. You could, but you don't need to follow them to the T. Adjust the percentages to your liking and to your goals and your lifestyle. Using myself as an example, I live in a state with a very high cost of living, but my fixed expenses category is not 70 nor 60%. It's actually 64%. With that said, I just balance out the other categories. So 64% towards my fixed expenses, 28% towards my personal spendings, and 8% towards my savings and investments. And just as a reminder, this is all after-tax income. It's important to know that these money rules are just starting structure. You do not have to stick with them forever. In fact, you shouldn't. You should actually be making financial progress. And that can look differently with different people. It all just depends on your own financial goals and lifestyle. I want to close out with a reminder that budgeting does not have to be overcomplicating or stressful. It's actually supposed to make you feel empowered because you have control over your finances and you can learn how to enjoy your money. And if it's hard for you to do that, I suggest just automating everything. I actually suggest that for everyone. As soon as your income hits your bank account, automate allocation of your 60% into one checking account, the 20% into a separate checking account, and then the remainder 10% into a high yield savings account. Following this automated allocation of your money will actually give you the freedom to spend it on whatever you want or need. You don't need to track every single dollar. Looking at the balances of the different accounts will simply tell you how much more you have to spend. Just as long as you are accurately allocating all of your money and paying for all of your bills and necessities, the balances is all that you really need to know. I personally do this. I don't track every single dollar. That's just a lot of time and effort. That concludes this video. I hope you found this super helpful and informational. And again, if you need a personal finance coach to help you figure out your money and walk alongside you throughout your financial journey, I am more than happy to assist you. Just send me an email at services@lovejazzjoy.com and I will reply back to you within 2 business days. If you don't need a personal finance coach, you only want helpful information, then subscribe to this channel because that's what I'm going to give you, and also head to my website, lovejazzjoy.com. I talk about all things personal finance and lifestyle on there, and it's much more in-depth. Well, thank you for sticking with me to the end. Have a blessed rest of your day and see you in the next video.